For introduction, first, the active listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about being fully present and truly understanding what the customer is trying to say. You're not just listening to reply, you're listening to understand. And second is, at the heart of the active listening is empathy. This means putting yourself in the customer's shoes, feeling what they feel, and responding with care. When a customer senses that you are genuinely care, it builds a stronger connection. And here's the amazing part: active listening actually reduces misunderstanding by 40%, and that is huge enough. And it means fewer mistakes, less confusion, and smoother conversation. Because active listening is the foundation of clear communication, it helps both you and the customer stay on the same page so solution can be found faster and more effectively. But it's more than just solving problems. When you actively listen, you also build trust, and trust leads to a stronger relationship with customers. They feel valued, respected, and more likely to return. So, in this chapter, we'll talk about how to practice active listening, how to show empathy, and how doing both can improve every customer interaction you have. And for the purpose of the study, first, understand its role in multi-channel customer support. In today's digital world, customer support is no longer limited to just phone calls. Company now engage with customers across multiple channels like live chat, emails, and social media and messaging apps. Active listening plays a different role in each of these channels, depending on the context and communication style. For example, in live chat, active listening may involve reading between the line and responding with empathy in text. Understanding how active listening works across channels helps support against maintain consistency and quality in every interaction. Second, evaluate its impact on customer satisfaction and experience. One of the biggest goals in customer service is to leave the customer feeling heard and satisfied. Active listening directly contributes to this by making customer feel understood and respected. When customers feel that their concerns are truly acknowledged, their overall experience improves. This emotional connection often leads to higher satisfaction scores, stronger brand loyalty, and positive word of mouth. By evaluating how active listening affects these outcomes, we can see just how valuable the skill really is in customer service. And for last, explore the challenges support agents face in applying active listening techniques. While active listening is powerful, it's not always easy to apply, especially in a fast-paced environment. Support agents often juggle high volumes, time pressure, and emotional conversations, which can make deep listening difficult. In digital channel like email or chat, nonverbal cues are missing, making it harder to fully understand customer emotions. Some agents may also struggle with multitasking, scripted responses, or burnout, which can affect their ability to listen empathetically. Exploring these challenges helps identify what support needs, like better training or tools to apply active listening more effectively. And for the project objectives, first, aims to develop a training program to improve active listening. This project aims to design a training program that strengthens active listening skills among customer support. The goal is to help agents become more attentive, empathetic, and effective in understanding customer needs. The training will include real life scenarios, interactive exercises, and feedback sessions. By improving active listening, we can boost both the quality of service and the customer experience. Second, analyze the impact of active listening on customer satisfaction, trust, and problem solving. The project will explore how active listening affects key customer service outcomes like satisfaction, trust, and issue resolution. By examining real support interaction, we can see how well active listening help customer feel valued and understood. We also measured how it contributes to resolving problems more efficiently and calmly. This analysis will highlight the true value of active listening beyond just communication. And last, in project objectives, develop a practical recommendation for enhancing agent training programs. Based on findings and analysis, the project will offer a clear practical way to improve current training programs. This recommendation will focus on techniques, tools, and strategies that support agent can use every day. They'll be designed to fit into our real-world customer support environments, um, both online and offline. The goal is to make active listening a natural, consistent part of every customer interaction. And for the significance of the study, first, understanding how to communicate effectively is essential in customer service. It's not just about solving problems, it's about how those solutions are delivered and received. Good communication builds trust, reduces conflicts, and improves the overall customer experience. One of the key components of effective communication is active listening. It allows support agents to fully understand the customer needs, concern, and emotions. This leads to more accurate responses and more personalized, human-centered service experience. One of the key components of effective communication is active listening. It allows support agents to fully understand the customer needs, concerns, and emotions. This leads to more accurate responses and more personalized, human-centered service experience. By focusing on active listening, this study aims to improve the way agents and customer interacts. Better listening leads to smoother conversations, quicker resolution, and more satisfied customers. Ultimately, it supports stronger customer relationship and a more professional, compassionate support team. And for the structure of the project, first is the introduction, background information, a brief overview of the subject or topic, purpose, the main problem or question the problem is addressing, and objective, the specific goal of objectives of the project, and the significance of the project, the importance of the topic and relevance to the field. Second is the discussion of key concepts. This section explains the core ideas behind active listening and why it's vital in customer service. We discuss how active listening involves full attention, empathy, and the ability to interpret verbal and nonverbal cues. We also look at related concepts such as communication theory, customer satisfaction models, and emotional intelligence. Together, these ideas help us understand the deeper role that listening plays in improving service quality and customer relationship. Third is the data gathering. To support our study, we use a mix of qualitative and quantitative data collection methods. This included surveys for customer feedback, interview with support agents, and analysis of real customer service interactions. We present our findings through charts, summary, and schematic analysis to show trends and key insights. These methods were chosen to give a balanced view of both customer experiences and agent challenges, which justify our approach to data collection. And last is the discussion. This includes the conclusion and the recommendation. For conclusion, summarize the key points discussed in the paper, reiterating the object and how they were addressed. For recommendation, provide actionable suggestion or active based on the content covered. This can be general or tailored to a specific audience.
Hello, I'm Antones and I'm here to discuss about Chapter 2, which is discussion of key concepts. So, for our definition of key terms, we have active listening. It involves giving full attention to the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully and remembering the information later. It customer service, active listening goes beyond merely hearing customers' complaint. It involves empathy, paraphrasing, clarifying, and responding in a way that validates customers' experience. Next, we have multi-channel customer support. Multi-channel customer support refers to the practice of providing assistance through multiple platforms such as phone, emails, live chat, and social media. This approach allows customers to choose the channel the most convenient for them. While it enhances customer accessibility, it also introduces complexities in ensuring consistency, personalization, and responsiveness across channels. Moving forward, we have the active listening framework. So, according to Wedger et al., in year 2014, active listening comprises of three main components. First is the sensing, which is about accurately hearing and interpreting messages. Next is processing, which is mentally organizing and evaluating information. Next is responding, which is providing feedback that shows comprehension and empathy. So, based on the slide, we have here other types of what do we call here through active listening, which is the use of open and closed questioning, clarification, summarization, and so on and so forth. Next, we have here the multi-channel support model. So, according to this, the typical workflow in a multi-channel support system includes: first is the channel selection, in which customers choose their preferred platform. Next is the routing and automation, or automation rather, wherein queries are categorized and, if possible, handled by automated systems. For example, is the chatbots. Next is the human intervention. This is where complex issues and are escalated to human agents. Last is the feedback loop, wherein customers' satisfaction is monitored and the post interaction for quality assurance and training purposes. Moving forward, we have here the table uh, wherein it shows the active listening strategies applied to different uh, platforms or channels. First is the phone, wherein we have the verbal cues. Example, I understand. And the example of that is, let me make sure I got that right. Next is about the chat messaging, wherein the active listening technique is clarifying the question in an empathetic tone. Example of it is, I can imagine that's frustrating. Let's fix it together. Next is the email, and the active listening technique is summary responses and structured follow up. Example of it are, here's a summary of what you mentioned. Next is the social media, wherein prompt responses, public and private replies. Example of it is, we're sorry to hear this. Please DM us. Next, we do have here the challenges, trends, and opportunities. So, for the challenges in active listening across channels, first we have the tone interpretation in text. Unlike voice calls, written text lacks vocal tone, making it harder to detect emotional states. Next, we have the channel hopping, wherein when a customer switches platforms mid-issue, like example from chat to email, continuity in understanding the problem is often lost. Last but not the least is the cognitive load on agents. So, multitasking across channels may reduce the agent's ability to fully engage in and actively listen. So, for the opportunities and trends, opportunities through technology, advancement in AI and sentiment analysis tools are making it easier for support systems to detect customer emotions and prioritize responses accordingly. So, furthermore, integrated CRM system helps maintain context across channels, making it easier for agents to respond more empathetically and effectively. Aside from this is the trends for future directions. So organizations are increasingly trading agents in emotional intelligence and active listening as a core skill, recognizing its impact on customers' satisfaction and loyalty. Additionally, unified support platforms are emerging to consolidate conversations across channels, preserving the thread of communication and improving continuity. So, a customer uh, as customer expectations evolve, businesses are shifting from transactional approach to a relationship-oriented model. So, overall, the chapter lays the foundational understanding of how active listening functions as a pivotal skill in delivering meaningful customer support across diverse communication platforms. Drawing from established communications, theories, and real world applications, the chapter elaborates how multi channel environments, while offering convenience to users, also introduces um, manual challenges such as tone misinterpretation and agent overload. So, a standout insight of the concept of adaptive listening, customer service agents must tailor their listening strategies to fit the unique features of each platform, whether through empathetic phrasing in emails or prompt acknowledgement in chat. The essence remains the same to make the customer feel heard and understood. Moreover, as technology continues to evolve, there's a growing synergy between human centered communication and AI enhancements. The future points towards integrated systems where emotional intelligence, customer context, and technological support converge, making active listening not just a skill, but a strategic asset in building lasting customer relationships.
Method used for data collection. For this study, we primarily use surveys as our method of data collection. The survey was created and distributed using Google Form, which allowed for quick and efficient collection of structured responses from multiple participants. The survey aimed to gather insight into how customer service professionals use active listening across different support channels, such as phone, live chat, and email. It also explored how this practice impact customer satisfaction, trust, and communication effectiveness. This method was chosen because it allowed us to collect first-hand information in a short amount of time, and the responses gave us measurable data to assess the role of active listening in improving customer service experience. Data presentation. This section of the study present the results gathered from our online survey. The data was collected using Google Form and it is visually represented through charts to make the result easier to interpret. This visual highlights key areas such as how often active listening techniques are used, which method are most commonly applied, and how these techniques influence customer trust, loyalty, and overall experience. The first pie chart illustrates how often respondents continuously focus on using active listening techniques. When interacting with customer, the largest portion, 64.3%, reported that they always use active listening techniques, indicate that it is a consistent practice in their customer interactions. 21.4% of respondents state they often focus on these techniques, while 14.3% indicate they sometimes apply active listening strategies. Notably, no respondent reported never using active listening. This result highlights that majority of respondents prioritize active listening, with most making in a regular part of their customer interaction. And the second chart uh, shows the active listening techniques most commonly used by respondent. 42.9% of respondents frequently use affirmation like I understand or I see, while 37.7% often paraphrase the customer message. 21.4% ask clarifying question, and no respondent reported using techniques such as maintaining focus or responding that to tone and emotion. This result highlights a strong preference for affirmation and paraphrasing in customer interaction. The chart above shows the impact of time pressure on respondents' ability to actively listen to customers. 57.1% of respondents feel that time pressure affects their listening frequently, while 28.6% report it happening sometimes. The remaining 14.3% indicate time pressure does not affect their ability to time actively. And the next one is this chart represent which platform respondents find most challenging for practicing active listening. 35.7% reported that all platforms are equally, equally challenging, while 28.6% pointed to lead chat and another 28.6% to phone as the most difficult. Only 7.1% believe none of the platform pose a challenge. These findings suggest that respondents struggle with active listening across various platforms, especially in real time or text based interaction. The pie chart above highlights whether respondents believe customer notice when they are actually listening. A majority, 71.4%, believe customers always notice, while 21.4% think customers sometimes recognize it. Only 7.1% said customers do not notice at all. This suggests that most respondents feel their active listening efforts are perceived and appreciated by customers. And the next one is shows whether respondents have received positive customers feedback related to their listening skills. A significant majority, 71.4%, reported receiving such feedback, while 14.3% said they had not, and another 14.3 were unsure. This indicates that most respondents have had their active listening efforts recognized and appreciated by customers. Pie chart above illustrate respondents' confidence in understanding a customer concern. The first time it is explained, 42.9% reported being very confident in their ability, while 35.7% felt somewhat confident. Meanwhile, 21.4% said they are not very confident. This result suggests that while a significant portion of respondents trust their listening skills, others still experience some hesitation in fully grasping customer concern on the first interaction. And the next pie chart highlights respondent view on whether active listening can help de-escalate an upset or angry customer. Half of the respondents, 50%, strongly agreed, while 35.7% agreed. A small portion, 14.3%, disagreed. This result suggests that the majority believe active listening plays a significant role in calming difficult customer interaction. In the analysis of the collected data, several key findings and observations emerged from the responses. First, 64.3% of the respondents reported that they consciously focus on using active listening techniques during customer interaction. An additional 21.4% said they often apply these techniques, showing that the majority recognize the importance of active listening in their roles. Interestingly, none of the respondents reported never using active listening, which indicates a positive overall attitude toward its practice. However, 57.1% noted that time pressure occasionally affects their ability to listen actively. This suggests that while in the intention to use active listening is there external factors like workload and time constraints can pose a challenge. Finally, 71.4% of respondents believe that customer can recognize when active listening is being practiced. This reinforces the idea that customers value and respond to these efforts, which can directly influence their satisfaction and trust in the service. In terms of trends identified from the survey, one noticeable observation is that more advanced active listening techniques, like maintaining focus and responding to a customer's emotional tone, were used less frequently by respondents. This may indicate that while basic listening practice are commonly applied, there's still a room for growth in the use of deeper, more empathic techniques. Another important trend is the role of active listening in conflict resolution. Half of the respondents, 50%, strongly agreed that active listening is an effective tool for de-escalating upset or angry customers. This highlights how essential listening is not for understanding but also for calming tense situation and maintaining a positive customer relationship. Comparison with theories. The result of the survey align closely with established theories in communication and customer satisfaction. These theories emphasize the value of active listening in building trust, improving communication, and resolving customer issues effectively. Our finding reinforce this by showing that most participants believe active listening improves interaction, and help de-escalate difficult situations. At the same time, the data also reveals a key barrier, time pressure, which supports the theoretical understanding that external factors can limit the consistent application of communication techniques in high-paced environments. Justification of data collection methods. For this study, survey were selected as the primary method of data collection because of their speed and efficiency in gathering structured responses. Google Forms in particular was used as it offered a user-friendly interface that made distribution simple and allowed real-time response collection. In terms of reliability and validity, we acknowledge that the small sample size and specific respondents demographics may impact the overall generalizability of the results. However, despite these limitations, the survey response still provided valuable insights that strongly align with the core focus of this research, understanding the role of active listening in customer service environments. Ethical consideration. In conducting this study, ethical considerations were a top priority. All survey responses were collected anonymously to ensure the privacy of participants. Participation was completely voluntary with no pressure or obligation placed on an individual to respond. Additionally, the data gathered was handled securely and used solely for academic research purposes, ensuring both confidentiality and integrity throughout the research process.
Conclusions. The study confirms that active listening is essential in delivering effectiveness in, especially in multimedia, multi-channel customer supports. It helps build stronger customer relationship, reduce misunderstanding, and improve overall satisfaction. So, while most of the agent is using active listening technique, challenges like time pressure and platform limitation still affect the consistency. So the study supports known communication is more unlike our theories and suggests that deeper listening skills can also uh, affect, so like emotional recognitions that that is can further enhance service quality. So we have here five key points. So one is active listening improve customer trust, satisfaction, confident, and resolution. So when a customer is feel like they are really being heard and they trust the agent more, this leads to better satisfaction because they are confident about their concerns are being addressed, and it also helps the solve the problem easier and faster, so it prevent conflicts flow from escalating. Number two, challenges include their pressure and adapting to different platforms like phone or chat. So some agents might they feel they are being rushed, or which it can make them harder to listen carefully. So difficult platform like phone calls and online chat need different way of responding. So this can make it harder for agents to apply active listening consistently. So number number three is most of the agent use basic techniques. So but advanced skills are less applied. So agent commonly use simple techniques such as repeating what the customer says. So, and acknowledge their feelings. However, more advanced skill like reading emotional cues or tone are not always used. These skills require more practice and attention. So, number four, survey data align with theories of effective communication and trust building. So, the survey results shows that when agent listening actively, it builds trust with customer. So, this matches what communication experts say. Listening carefully make customer feel valued and being heard. So, it confirms the importance of active listening in creating strong relationship. And lastly, number five, these needs for ongoing training or strengthening active listening and support channels. So some agents still struggle with using active listening because especially in fast-paced environment. So continuously training can improve these skills, making agents better at communicating. This would lead to a better services like all across the different platforms such as phone and email, also in chat. So here in recommendations, so based on findings and insight from the study, the following recommendations is aim to improve the application of active listening, especially strengthening and then training programs, and then address the challenges faced by the agents in the multi-channel support. So let's proceed to number one. We have develop target training program. So organization should create comprehensive training modules that go beyond the basics. So like affirmations and paraphrasing are included. So we have here three. So number one, recognizing emotional cues. So number two, handling high pressure calls or scenarios. So and lastly number three, so we have here a channel specific active listening techniques. So and let's proceed to number two. We have a simulate multi-channel scenario during training. So use real world simulations for phone excuse me. So live chat and email interactions to help agents develop channel specific strategies and adaptability. So let's proceed to number three. Um, implement time management and stress reduction strategies. So since time pressure is major obstacle, it's important to one, provide tools and support so to reduce workload where possible. Number two, train agent in micro time management so to maintain composure and attentiveness. So let's proceed to number four. We have here integrate feedback system. So encourage customers to rate communications quality, especially based on listening and understanding. So this can help the agent um, track their performance and motivate improvement. So in number five, we have here encourage user or use of AI tech tools. So AI driven tools like real time emotion detection or rather than chatbot enhanced communication. So can assist agents in identify tone, context, particularly in chat or email formats. And lastly, we have in number six, we have here foster and listening culture. So management should promote a culture that valuing listening So not just a customer service tactics, but as a broad communication principle across the departments.